As many of you may know, me and my team, we spend a lot of time working in the tool Smartsheet as we build a lot of custom project management offices for teams and organizations. One question that we often get asked is the value of the AI tools within Smartsheet. AI tools are typically only available to organizations that have the enterprise plans. And so a lot of our clients that are on the small to medium size, they're juggling whether they upgrade to the enterprise plans or not in order to get this functionality. The requirements are typically 10 Smartsheet licenses to lean into the enterprise plans. That's a minimum, again, of 10 licenses, but that could vary based on the Smartsheet salesperson that you're working with. We do not have any affiliation with Smartsheet other than being expert end users. And so we like to share what we know. The AI tools that we're going to cover today, there's three main pieces that you can access from your sheets. One, analyze data. Two, generate formulas. And three, text summaries. So let's get started. Let me give you a little context regarding what you're seeing here on your screen. You are seeing what I have set up as a form that feeds into this sheet, and it's lunch orders for an upcoming team meeting. So we've got everyone's names. They have options on the form, and everyone here has selected pizza or tacos, and then their comments. What I'm going to focus on now is using the AI tools to set up formulas for the cost, tax, and total cost columns. In order to get started with the AI tools within Smartsheet, you're going to look at the far right-hand side of your toolbar. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see a couple of sparkling looking stars. That is Generate with AI tools. If you click on that, it's going to open a panel. And again, those three areas that we're looking at: analyze data, generate formulas, and text and summaries. What I'm doing again, I'm going to work on generating formulas for my sheet directly. I'm going to click on generate formula here, and I'm going to just type in text what type of formula I'm looking for. The first one is going to focus on cost. I know the cost of pizza is going to be $10. And I know that the cost of tacos is going to be $15, and that's per person. So I'm going to ask Smartsheet to write an if-then formula. If pizza shows up in the food options, then I want it to auto-populate $10 in the cost column. If tacos shows up in the food option, then I want it to auto-populate $15 in the cost column. So once I type in text and explain what I want it to do, I'm going to click Generate Formula. If I scroll down, I can see that there is now an if formula that it generated. And I'm going to copy this formula by clicking on this little, looks like 2 documents below. And then I'm going to paste it in the first cost row. Once I paste it and click enter, you'll see that that is showing up correctly. And I'm going to drag it down just to see if my tacos population is working as well. And it is. So now, as people are submitting their orders, I'm going to go ahead and have the cost auto-populate. Because I want this to continue as more team members are submitting their orders, I'm going to lock this as a formula column. That will make sure that this column is only populating with the formula information. To do that, I'm going to click on one of the cells, and then I'm going to right-click on it. And if you scroll to the very bottom where it says FX, I'm going to convert the entire column to a column formula. Once I do that, you will see that it went ahead and filled in the rest of the cost for the different food options. And it tagged the top of that column as FX. Anytime you see that, know that it's locked as a formula column. I'm now going to save and I've got all the cost in here. Now let's go up and ask it to help us write a formula. Let's say food tax is 15%. So I'm just going to ask it to calculate tax, write a tax formula that multiplies the cost dollar amount by 15%. So you'll see here, it now has generated that formula once I click generate. And I'm going to, again, copy it by clicking on these two documents here. I'm going to paste it in the tax, and that is showing me that the tax on $10 pizza option is $1.50. That's correct, since it's 15%. I, again, am going to right-click on this and convert to a column formula, and that is going to go ahead and populate that entire tax column. Now, I want a simple formula here. So let's ask it for the total cost column, add the cost column and tax column. I'm going to generate the formula. Down below, it is writing that for me. So it's going to add the cost at that row with the tax at that row. Going to copy it, paste it here, click enter, and then I'm going to again lock this as a column formula. From there, you can see that I now have 3 formula columns. So as new orders are coming in, we're going to have people's names, we're going to have their food option, any comments that they're providing, and then we'll have the cost, tax, and total cost auto-populate. Now, I am a big fan of the sheet summary as well, because we can keep running formulas for the sheet summary. And so let's take a look here. If I look at the sheet summary, you can go in and you can add formulas in here. So again, it's looking at the entire sheet and there's just running totals. Going to go back to my AI tool because I'm going to ask it to write a formula for me. Write a sheet summary formula that adds the total cost for all food options. So I'll say sum total cost column. I'm going to generate that formula. And now you'll see that it's written a formula. Sum, it will be the entire total cost column. So I'm going to copy that. Again, clicking on the 2 pieces of paper here. And I'm going to go back to the sheet summary. And if you've not done this before, again, I really like a good sheet summary. I'm going to click on new field. And I'm going to name this total cost of all food orders. I'm going to keep it as a text or a number because I want to paste the formula in there. I'm going to click OK. And then right here, it's going to show up as blank. I'm going to just copy and paste that in there and click enter. You'll see now that it's 92 showing up. And I can actually change this to a currency format if I'd like. So I'm going to click on these 3 little dots. Anything that I want to change for the sheet summary fields, I always am looking for these 3 little dots. And I'm going to set it up as currency, and you could set it up for any of the different currencies. I'm in the United States, so I'm going to click on United States. And now it's showing me that it's $92 for all of the team orders that have come in. Going to click save on that. I could also do some sheet summaries if I wanted to count the total number of taco orders, or count the total number of pizza orders. So I encourage you to go back and play with the AI tools, and you could come up with some really cool things. This will allow you to get much more comfortable with the formulas by having the tool help you write them. Next, I want to show you the analyze data. I think that this is a really cool one. And so I'm going to close this sheet summary and click on the AI tools. Again, the 2 stars at the very bottom of the right-hand toolbar. And you could see that I'm still on the formula since that's where I left off. If I click this little back button, it's going to show me those 3 options again. I'm going to go to Analyze Data. And this is going to look at what I have in my sheet, and it's going to suggest some options for me. So some of the options: total cost by food option. Okay. Total cost by first name. I don't know that that would add much value. Total cost by last name. Now, the reason it's suggesting that is because I have a hidden column with last names on there. And then total cost by responsible person. There's also a column that's hidden that is called responsible. The one that I think makes most sense here is total cost by food option, because maybe we are ordering the tacos from one restaurant and the pizza from another restaurant. We want to know the total cost for each of those restaurants. So if I click on that, it's going to create this awesome little chart for me. And you can see here that I've got $23 for pizza and $69 for tacos. Those dollar amounts do line up with what we had in our sheet summary of the $92 total. And if I go and I look at the pizza, it's $11.50 for each. And we had 2 pizza options. So that is adding up appropriately. So these are some great things that you can do too, as far as analyzing your data here. The one that doesn't apply to what I have in this particular sheet is text and summaries. This gives you the option to draft text, summaries, translations, and more just based on your sheet data. If I click on it, it's going to give me some examples here. Where I find this option really does come in handy if you're doing a survey that has written feedback on it. So let's say I am polling all of the leadership team or all of the people managers, and I'm asking them to give feedback on our current learning and development program. What we could do, and here's the example down here: rate focus group feedback as positive, neutral, or negative. So if there is some qualitative data in there, so it's an open-ended question and people are giving their opinion, this can go in and analyze that, and it would be able to rate each person's feedback as neutral, positive, or negative. So the text and summaries is really a good option if there's written feedback. Not such a great option for what we are working with today on the lunch orders. I would prefer with the lunch orders to really have it help me generate formulas or analyze data. If you appreciated this video, I would really like it if you give it a thumbs up, and then do subscribe to our channel if you want some more Smartsheet or project management tips.